BodyBags, where horror lies.
Hey, I'm Sam, I'm your thirsty guy for BodyBags, and this week I am doing a Spoonful of Sugar. Man, I'm not watching this movie again. Alright, so I have a deep love for three types of movies. Indie movies, right? 2B movies, yeah, and then Shudder / RLJE movies. And so the movie I did this week, Spoonful of Sugar, is a Shudder movie, a Shudder exclusive, actually. And just to get it out of the way, it's a banger, it's a classic. It's gonna be the new hit movie, that no one really knew or talked about because, no one knew about it, right? So let me tell you what the movie's about. Oh my god. There's this woman, 21, 22, seems a bit off mentally. And she's the new babysitter for this boy who has to take a bunch of medications because he doesn't talk, because he has a bunch of problems. He's allergic to everything. Or at least, that's what it seems like. And so you're like, I wonder where this movie's gonna go, because it's like kind of like, ambiguous, at least until like the middle of the movie, in which then you're like, okay, well, yeah, I get it now. And then there's the ending. And for a moment, I thought that, for the ending, I thought that it was like a cycle of a movie where there's a problem, but the problem never, ends. Like, there's no solution for the problem. And there ends up being a solution for the problem, except it's like, not that it's a bad solution, but it's like, it's a solution nonetheless. The answer is solved. But it's like, this is what you're gonna do kind of thing. And it's like, I get it. Right? It's a really weird movie altogether, but yeah. So, one of the key things that I could take from this movie is that everyone has a problem, whether it's a mental problem, whether it's a physical problem, whether it's an emotional problem, or whatever. So, let's get four of the main characters. So I think Lily is her name. She's the babysitter. She's mental. She's kind of crazy, and she has to take this medication, which, not that it's just sugar, but it kind of is, it's sugar or whatever. I don't know. It's something like that. Technically, it's LSD, but, like, it's weird because it's like, yeah, I got a problem. My doctor gives me LSD. Let's go. I don't know, but she's really mental because it's like, for a moment, she kind of seems normal, but then, like, there's shots where she's, like, making, like, weird faces, like, you can, like, tell, like, if you've known mental people, or at least people that are, like, off to a point, you would tell that she's kind of like that. So it was kind of weird like that, and then kind of going further, because she doesn't have any parents. Her parents, like, died when she was young or whatever, so she bounced, like, foster family to foster family. And, okay, I'm gonna spoil now. Come back towards the end of the video, but, it's a 2B movie. It's a Shudder movie. You won't want it. You wouldn't care about, if I spoiled it or not for you. I told you what the movie's about. You should watch it. And if you don't want to watch it, I get it. Because this movie ends up actually kind of just overall of a movie. So, she's mental, right? And each man, father figure that she has had has been a pedophile, pervert kind of character. And, like, it kind of, like, when you realize that, makes you kind of feel bad for her. But then what she ends up doing in this movie, because it's like, in this movie, there's no, like, real, like, villain. but then she ends up turning into the villain. You know what I mean? Because it's like, there's this family. The mom, dad, and then Johnny. Johnny's the boy. And, you know, throughout the movie, you got this theme that, like, you know, we gotta stay together. We gotta be a family. We can't break this up. And it's like, well, it's probably gonna get broken up because your husband's starting to do some stuff with the new babysitter. And that's, like, his problem. His problem is that he's doing that stuff. And it's like, dude, like, hold it. Weirdo. Oh, God. Yeah, there's, like... There's little... Alright, so there's little nudity in the movie, but, like, there's, like, 4 scenes related with... You know, there's, like... Alright, there's 3, like, there's 3 scenes. So, you know, if you want to watch it, whatever. It's how it ends up getting put up is kind of... It's really weird and uncomfortable. Because, like, there's, like, it's one way. It's one thing if you watch, like, Friday the 13th and, like, there's the young teen couple and they do it or whatever. And it's like, oh, you know, it's a normal teen couple. But then there's another thing when you have a mental person doing it. And it's, like, it's just, something's really off with that. And, like, I hate that it was in the movie. Because it's, like, I don't want to see that. If you want to make it seem like, you know, it's supposed to be really bad and uncomfortable, congrats, you got it. Because I feel real bad for this family. It's starting to break up. And then the ending, very interesting kind of plot twist at the ending, where Johnny actually saves the day. Well, saves the day. Not really saves the day. He ends the day off with a banger of a kill. Whew, dang. And then the family hides the body, or at least, you know, kind of hides the body, digs the body underground, whatever. And then, boom, you're ending. And then the mom ends up taking the medication off of Johnny and's, like, accepting that Johnny's just, like, there's nothing you could do to fix what is wrong with Johnny. And which kind of, whatever it is that's wrong with Johnny is very reminiscent to what the family had in, Spider Baby. Whatever that was called, I forget exactly. But it's, like, that's what it kind of seems like. So, yeah, there's some stuff I guess I could talk about this movie, but, you know, I don't want to talk about this movie. I kind of want to be done with this movie, and I kind of want to return this movie to Walmart and be like, hey, Walmart, I watched this movie, it sucks, give me my money, give me my $10 back. Something stupid like that. If I had to rate this movie right now, I'd probably give it a... I don't know, man, it sucked. I mean, I just gave you a bare bones, no nonsense review of what this movie was. I'm not watching it again anytime soon. The only person that I could think of that would sit through this movie and actually like it, and then, like, you know, the excess that's in it, would be those weirdos that like cuties or whatever. Because it's just, like, those scenes, and whenever it's, like, her being, you know, weird like that, it's just really off, because it's, like, I don't know, you're a mental person, and you're kind of, like, being about that in those scenes. It's just so off. And, like, you can even know it's off when, like, there's a scene where, like, alright, this is, like, the last thing. The dad and the babysitter are, like, on the lawn, and, you know, whatever, they're doing, blah, blah, blah. And then that pans over to, like, the house, and then, like, on the corner of the house where there's a window, and it shows Johnny, like, screaming. He has a screaming thing in this movie, where if there's something, like, bad or uncomfortable he sees, he starts screaming. And so, you know, he's screaming up there, and then the scene's done. And it's like, even Johnny, the weirdo kid, knows that that's super off and wrong. So I'm on Team Johnny. Congrats, Johnny. You ended that day off with a banger. So yeah, if I had to rate this movie right now, I would probably give this movie something along the lines of a, I don't know, a 3, a 4. They had some really good characters, and I don't think there's, like... Okay, so her mentality is that... Her mentality is that every single guy she's ever met is a pervert, pedophile kind of thing. And, like, the dad is, like, the first guy she met that's not, right? in which is like her kind of going, being like, oh, that guy sucks, that guy sucks. Oh, he's Mr. Perfect. Congrats. But there's the one guy, the doctor, who seems like he's a genuine guy that, you know, is actually caring for her. And then what does she do? She offs him because she's like, I thought you were different, but you're just like the rest of them. Dude, I'm pretty sure, unless I missed it, that all he did was try to help you, not try to do anything fishy with you. And you stole the medicine from him? Like, come on. Oh my god, I feel bad for that guy. Dang. I don't know. I'm Sam. I'm your thirsty guy for BodyBags. I gave this crap of a movie a 3 because there were some characters that were nice, but they got off, so that wasn't so nice. Music was really dead. The story was really weird, and it felt like a cycle that had a ending, but it was a really off ending. So I'm not watching it again. Maybe it's worth one-time watch with your buds. Not really. I would say you probably shouldn't watch this movie. Man, it's like, dude, before I'm done with this, the first bad movie I remember reviewing was like Abominable or something like that. It came out in like 21, 22. It was the Yeti movie out in like the mountains or whatever, and like it was like super like you have a Black Ops team going in kind of thing, in and out, exfil, blah blah, I don't know. Weird stuff like that. And I thought that movie was bad, but this movie was worse. So yeah, I'm not watching it again. And I don't think anyone should. So, I mean, if you want to watch it one time, I guess, just know it's like the second half of the movie is when all the weird stuff starts happening. So it's like, find something better to do in the last 30 minutes of the movie. So, I'm Sam. I'm your thirsty guy for BodyBags. I did Spoonful of Sugar, and I gave this movie a 3 out of 10. Nothing really good about the movie. Just saving it some grace because there were a couple of nice things about it. It's just overwhelmingly bad. So, yeah, I guess I'll see y'all next week, and maybe, find another movie to rant, or maybe start a ranting thing on my channel, ranting about bad movies. Because I don't mind a bad movie, but if it's really bad, then I might mind it. Anyway, I'll see y'all next week. Goodbye.